"Just how old are you?" Bell asks. She stops, her back to him, arms raised, t-shirt exposing bare back to bra. It's 10 at night in Skagway, Alaska, the start of July, and sunlight still hints the sky, slants through the blinds at the window, touching pale skin and painting it bronze. Then she finishes the movement, draws the shirt over her head, discards it with a toss as her black hair falls down her back. She half turns, grins at him. Pure mirth. "Old enough?" she says. This is probably true, Bell thinks, at least in the abstract. Most of the summer population up here are college kids, working Forest Service internships or manning the cafes and storefront industries that cater to the regularly scheduled cruise ship arrivals. Tourists come like clockwork, swarm through the town like worker ants in a managed rush for souvenirs and photographs, retreat before dinner for their all-you-can-eat floating buffets. This girl, she's at least 20, Bell figures, though he could be wrong. Gauging ages has never been his strongest suit. Height, weight, distinguishing details, those he can record and repeat at the drop of a hat, nearly 20 years of training having turned the act into one of instinct. But ages? He's never gotten the hang of that, and it's been nagging him for the last 2 weeks of flirtation with this young woman who's been pouring his morning coffee at the Black Bean. Now she's unlacing her hiking boots, and not unintentionally giving him a view of her cleavage. And Bell has to admit that her cleavage, like the rest of her, is more than a little alluring. Boots, kicked off, land in the corner, and she straightens to face him while reaching around to unfasten her bra. She's grinning like before, white teeth visible in her growing smile, an amusement that, again, has Bell wondering at her age. Young enough that sex is a game, something only ever played for fun. It's been a long time since he stood in front of someone like this, to do this. And instead of feeling older than she, now he's feeling suddenly younger, adolescent and hormonal, and he resists the urge to mock himself. "Why?" she asks. "How old are you?" "Old enough to know better." That gets a laugh, and she begins unbuttoning her Levi's. "You going to watch or get undressed?" Bell thinks that getting undressed is probably the best idea. There are 2 sniper teams positioned around the market square, 2 men to each, and Bell has command. They came in at night unseen, buried themselves amid wreckage and refuse, 2 rifles, 2 cones of fire, and a long wait for a killing that may not come to pass. CIA intel fed through JSOC and into the field, and 4 operators are now in a place they technically shouldn't be, waiting to kill a very, very bad man. It is a dawn that calls for precision work. "Spell me," Bell says, taking his eye from the scope, lowering his head, blinking fatigue away. Despite 6 hours of motionless waiting, his body feels fine, relaxed and steady. It's the eye that needs the regularly scheduled maintenance. Beside him, Chain Dragger shifts from behind the spotting scope, settles behind the rifle. Somewhere across the square, Cardboard and Bonebreaker are doing the same thing, alternating watch to stay razor ready. Sun rises, bleaching the world with heat, the square coming alive. Old men with white beards and ageless women swathed in black. Children beginning to spill from homes and hovels, raising dust as they play. Bell watches as 6 of them begin kicking a soccer ball they've made from plastic bags and all the tape they could scrounge up. It's a good ball. When the smallest of the players pounds a kick into it, it flies true. Bones' voice comes into his ear. "Warlock? Vehicle, white." Bell swings the spotting scope to the north side of the square, picks up the vehicle instantly. It's a battered Benz 30-plus years past warranty, rusted panels and peeling paint. The car coasts to a stop, squeezes between a transit van and a donkey cart, idles. A Toyota pickup slides past. The Benz rolls forward another 20 meters or so, stops again, now alongside the largest of the fruit and grain stalls in the square. Door opens. "That him?" Chain Dragger murmurs.